Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a topic that's as intriguing as it is traditional. A tutorial on crafting an ointment from shallots. Believed by some to enhance male sensitivity and stamina during intercourse. Now, before we get started, I want to be absolutely clear. This is based on folk traditions and age-old remedies. And there's no definitive scientific evidence to conclusively back up these claims. It's essential to approach this with an open mind, but also with a healthy dose of skepticism. Always consult with a qualified healthcare professional or a medical expert if you have any health concerns, before trying any new remedy. Alright, let's get cooking. The star of our show is the shallot. You'll need a generous handful, roughly the size of your palm. Or even slightly more depending on the quantity you wish to make. Shallots are a member of the onion family, but they're known for their milder, more delicate flavor profile, which makes them ideal for this application. We want a flavor that is not too overpowering. You'll also need some high-quality olive oil, about 1/4 cup, or slightly more. The quality of the olive oil can impact the final product's quality, so choosing a good extra virgin olive oil is recommended. And finally, you'll need a clean, preferably glass, jar with a secure lid. The jar needs to be meticulously clean to prevent contamination and ensure the ointment's longevity. First, we'll prepare the shallots with utmost care. Peel them carefully. You can do this by slicing off the root end and the top, then gently squeezing the shallot until the outer skin slips off easily. This is the preferred method as it keeps the shallot's form, making it easier to handle. Once peeled, give them a rough chop. The finer you chop them, the quicker the infusion process will be, which means you can use the ointment sooner. However, don't make the pieces too small, as this could lead to some of the solids getting into the final product. Place the chopped shallots in a small, non-reactive pan. A stainless steel or glass pan is perfect. Next, pour the olive oil over the shallots. Make sure all the shallots are completely coated in the oil. They should be submerged for optimal infusion. Now, we're going to slowly heat this mixture, with patience. Place the pan over very low heat, ideally using a heat diffuser to distribute the heat evenly. We're aiming for a gentle simmer, a barely there bubble, not a vigorous boil. We want to gently infuse the oil with the essence of the shallots without burning anything or changing the flavors of the shallots. Stir the mixture frequently, and let it simmer for approximately 15 to 20 minutes, or even slightly longer. You'll start to notice the intoxicating aroma of shallots filling the air. The smell should be very pleasant, if a bit onion-y, as a result of the natural release of the shallot's compounds. After the simmering process, we'll carefully strain the mixture. Place a cheesecloth or a fine mesh sieve over your clean jar. It's very important that the jar has been properly sterilized. Carefully pour the warm oil and shallot mixture through the cheesecloth, capturing the shallot pieces. Gently squeeze the cheesecloth to extract as much of the infused oil as possible. Discard the shallot bits, they've done their job. Now, let the oil cool completely before putting the lid on the jar. Cooling is a very important step, as it preserves the quality of the oil and helps prevent any spoilage. Once it's cooled, seal the jar tightly to prevent any contaminants from entering the mixture. You can store the ointment in a cool, dark place. It should be kept away from direct sunlight and heat, and, under these conditions, it should last for several months. And there you have it. A homemade shallot ointment, following traditional practices passed down through generations. Remember, this is a folk remedy based on traditional practices. Always prioritize your health and well-being. And always consult with medical professionals or licensed healthcare providers before using any new treatments or remedies. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this tutorial interesting and informative. Please remember to exercise caution and good judgment when using this ointment. And we hope you have a good day.